Hello guys, in today's lesson I will teach you how to do some kind of beauty treatment for the face, enhancing eyes and eyebrow, also the hair and the cheeks. Like you can notice in the example we have here, we retouch the girl in the left and we get the results in the right with Photoshop. But before we begin, if you don't have the Adobe Photoshop installed in your machine, I placed the link in the description below where you can download the last version of Adobe Photoshop for free. And if you have any problem installing the software, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. So let's get started. Let's open the image we are going to work with. So we open the image, we make a little zoom in to make the face clear, and using Ctrl G, we duplicate the layer, we create a new copy from the layer, we name it Retouch, and now we make a little zoom in, we create this new copy to keep the original image without any editing to make difference at the end. The first tool we are going to use is the Dodge tool. Okay, with the size, we change the size of the tool to make it big enough to use it on the eyes. For the hardness, we use the 0 hardness. Okay, for the range, we use the highlight range, and for the exposure, we use something like 20. And we begin enhancing eyes, like you can see, using this Dodge tool. Like you can notice here, we enhance the eyes using the Dodge tool with 20% in exposure to not exaggerate. These parts here, we go on the eye, like you can see, we use it in the eye. It makes the eyes more brilliant and more beautiful. Like you can see, if we make the layer on and off, we can see original image we had and the results we are getting now. I think now it's good, it's enough. Now we go to the burn tool. We will use this burn tool on the eyebrows. We make the size smaller. I think now it's fine. We use it now with the main tools, the mine tools. For the exposure, I choose something like 35, it's enough. And I pass the burn tool on the eyebrows to make them more black and more bold, like you can see, using the burn tool. I think that's enough for the eyebrows. Like you can see, if I make the layer on and off, I can see the effect I made with this burn tool. Okay, that's good. Now I will move to the checks. I will use the same tool, the burn tool, but this time I will make the size bigger, more bigger. To use the tool as the checks. And for the exposure, I will make it something like 70 or 90. Okay, use it now on the checks, like you can see, with so many precautions. I have to be careful in these parts here, like you can see. So don't make things black in the checks. For that, I used the burn tool with a very small kind of exposure. Okay, now I go to the sponge tool. I will use it to desaturate the colors here to make it look more realistic in the eyes. So I use the sponge tool on these parts here of the eyes to desaturate the colors, to remove this kind of yellow and green colors made with the dodge tool in the first level. And after that I will saturate the center of the eyes. Like you can see, I saturate these parts here, make the colors more saturated. Also in this eye here, using the sponge tool. That's fine. I use the desaturate because I think I went so I make desaturate the eye a little because I think I saturated a lot the first time. Now I think it's enough. You will use saturate, a little saturation here in these parts here, and like you can see, the results I'm getting is very perfect on the eyes. Now if I make a zoom out, I can see the effects I get in the eyes and the eyebrows, in the cheeks. Now I will use sponge tool with the saturate on the hair. To saturate the hair, I will make the size more bigger, and I will saturate these parts here from the hair using the sponge tool with saturate option selected. I make it small here to pass it here, and a little here also. That's good. Now I make it now more bigger, and I use it in these parts of here, the left parts of here, more big, a little here also. That's fine. I think here also a little. So if I make zoom out now, I can see the whole image, and if I make the layer on and off, I can see the old result, the original image I had, and the results I get. You can see the difference. We make the face of the girl, we made it very beautiful. We made a beauty treatment for the girl face using the Dutch tool, the burn tool, and the sponge tool. Alright guys, I wish you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to get the tutorials coming up, and if you have any issues installing the software or applying today's lesson, just leave me a comment and I will reply to help you. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorials.